We are at video number 0036. You can either cling to your comfort zone and remain undeveloped, like a bud that never opens, or take the brave step into the unknown and grow into your full potential, like a flower in full bloom. Step out of your comfort zone and grow into your true self. You have a choice in life. You can stay where you feel safe and comfortable, doing what you have always done, staying in the same place emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. It might feel okay, but it means you will not grow. You will stay like a flower bud that never opens. It may seem easier, but it also means missing out on all the beauty and possibilities life has to offer. Or you can take a brave step forward, a step into something new, something uncertain. That step may feel risky, but it is the only way to grow and become the best version of yourself. It is the only way to live fully, like a flower in full bloom. There comes a quiet but powerful moment in every person's life when a decision must be made. This decision may not be loud or dramatic, but it is life changing. It is the moment when your soul gently asks you, do you want to stay the same forever? Or do you want to become the person you were always meant to be? This is not an easy choice, but it is a necessary one. Think of a flower bud. When it is still closed, it is tightly wrapped and protected. Nothing from the outside can touch it. No wind blows inside. No insects land on it. No sunlight reaches its inner petals. It is completely safe. But at the same time, it is missing everything. It does not feel the warmth of the sun. It does not share its beauty with the world. It does not smell its own fragrance. It, it is safe, but it is not living fully. That bud has the potential to become a beautiful flower. But if it stays closed forever, that potential will never come to life. Now, imagine that you are that bud. Right now, you might be holding tightly to what you know, your routines, your daily habits, your fears, and even your small pleasures. These things feel familiar, and because they are familiar, they feel safe. But remember this, a life that only feels safe can actually be like a soft, cozy cage, one you do not even realize you are trapped in. A life that only feels safe can actually be like a soft, cozy cage, one you do not even realize you are trapped in. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it does not help you grow. Real growth usually begins when you do something that feels hard or uncomfortable. It happens when you face your fears, take on new challenges, and try things that you are not sure you can do. Yes, growth feels risky, just like a flower risks being hurt by wind, rain, or sun when it begins to open. But only when it opens can it truly live. You may wonder, but what if I try something new and I fail? But here is a better question. What if you never try at all? If you stay in your safe zone forever, that is not really safety. That is being stuck. It is standing still. It is like a seed that never grows or a caterpillar that never become a butterfly. It is like a seed that never grows or a caterpillar that never becomes a butterfly. Every big change in nature comes with a moment of breaking or discomfort. A seed must break open to become a plant. A caterpillar must completely transform inside its cocoon to become a butterfly. To the outside world, these changes may look scary, but from inside, they are just part of the journey. They are natural and necessary. You may believe that some things in life are impossible for you, but the truth is, those things only look impossible when you are afraid. Once you take the first step, whether it is speaking up, creating something new, learning something difficult, or opening your heart, your life begins to grow. The impossible starts to become possible. Trust the process of life. Trust that you are not born to stay small or hidden. You were born to grow, to bloom, to shine. Yes, the beginning may be uncomfortable. Growth often feels like sunlight shining into your eyes when you have been in the dark for too long. It stings a little, but once you open your eyes, you begin to truly see. And once you begin to grow, you begin to truly live. There is a big difference between just surviving and truly living. At every moment, you have a choice. Either stay in comfort zone like a bud that never opens, or take the beautiful, brave risk to open up and become the flower you are meant to be. And remember, every flowers do not open all at once. And remember, even flowers do not open all at once. They bloom slowly, gently, one petal at a time. Be patient with yourself. Your growth will take time, and that is okay. A final thought to remember: a flower never forces itself to bloom, it just stops resisting the sun. This quote reminds us that we do not have to fight or push ourselves too hard to grow. Growth happens naturally when we stop holding ourselves back, when we stop saying, I cannot, when we stop avoiding change, when we stop doubting ourselves, when we stop fearing love, truth, or challenge. Then we begin to grow. So you do not have to force yourself to become who you are meant to be. You just have to let go of your fears and allow yourself to receive the light, love, and chances that life gives you. Stop resisting your own strength. Stop hiding from your own light. Become who you truly are. Bloom into your full beauty. Shine in your own unique way because you were never meant to stay closed forever. You were meant to live, grow, to shine. You can stay within your comfort zone and never grow, like a flower bud that refuses to bloom. Or you can step courageously into the unknown, face challenges, and unfold into your true potential, like a flower blossoming under the sun. Now we come to the conversation between the student and the teacher. A student is asking a question. My mind is restless. I wish to grow, to become something more, but fear holds me back. I feel safe where I am, yet I know deep inside that I am not truly alive. Why is it so hard to step beyond comfort? The Guru replies, the comfort zone is like the shell around a seed. It protects the seed for a time, but if the seed never breaks that shell, will it ever become a tree? A student is replying, no, the seed would stay buried in the soil, never knowing sunlight or air. The Guru replies, exactly. You see, every being carries within them divine potential, the spark of the eternal, the very essence of the self. But most people live as if that spark were just a faint light, hidden beneath layers of fear, habit, and comfort. Just as the Bhagavad Gita teaches Arjun on the battlefield, Uddhared Atmanatmanam. One must lift oneself by one's own self. Growth begins when you decide not to remain closed, not to live half awake. A student is asking another question. But stepping into the unknown feels frightening. What if I fail? The Guru replies, the fear of failure, the shadow that follows every soul. Arjun too trembled before the great war. He said, how can I fight? I may lose everything, my teachers, my kin, my comfort. But Lord Krishna said, do your duty without attachment to the result. This is the heart of the Gita. You are not the controller of outcomes. You are only the doer of right action. You are not the controller of outcomes. You are only the doer of right action. When you act from courage, sincerity, and faith, you cannot truly fail. You only unfold. A student is asking another question. So, are you saying that fear is natural, but I must move despite it? The Guru replies, yes, fear is natural, but stagnation is unnatural to the soul. A bud is meant to bloom. The fragrance of your being cannot spread if you remain closed. The Gita says, Karmanya evadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachan. You have the right to action, but not to the fruits thereof. Meaning, don't let the fear of what might happen stop you from doing what must be done. Don't let the fear of what might happen stop you from doing what must be done. When the flower opens, it does not calculate how many bees will come. It simply blooms because that is its nature. A student is asking another question. Then, is stepping beyond comfort the same as walking the path of dharma? The Guru replies, very perceptive. Yes, it is the essence of dharma, not duty in a narrow sense, but the natural path of your soul's evolution. To stay small when life calls you to expand is to deny your dharma. To act courageously, to learn, to evolve. That is true yoga, the union of your effort with the divine will. Remember, even the lotus must rise from the mud to bloom in the sunlight. Without the courage to rise above, its beauty would remain hidden. A student is asking another question. But what happens if I step out and face pain, loss, or failure? Wouldn't that mean I made a mistake? The Guru replies, no, pain is not failure, it is a teacher. Loss is not defeat, it is purification. Every trial removes a layer of illusion, revealing your strength. Krishna says, Nahi kalyan krit kaschid durgatim tat gacchati. One who strives for good never truly meets destruction. Even one sincere step on the path of courage brings lasting benefit to the soul. You see, when you walk out of your comfort zone, you meet your true self, the one untouched by fear, unshaken by results, forever shining. A student is asking another question. So, the purpose of stepping into the unknown is not just success or achievement, but inner awakening. The Guru replies, exactly, growth is not about gaining something external, it is about becoming aware of who you already are. The bud doesn't create a flower, it reveals the flower hidden within. Likewise, when you act with courage, when you accept change and challenge, you are not becoming someone new, you are uncovering your original divine nature. A student is asking another question. Then, how do I begin this blooming? What is the first step? The Guru replies, begin with awareness. See where you are holding yourself back. Ask, what am I afraid of losing? What story am I telling myself? Then take one step forward, however small. Each act of courage waters the soul. Each choice to face discomfort adds sunlight to your inner flower. Each choice to face discomfort adds sunlight to your inner flower. The Gita calls this abhyas, steady practice, and vairagya, detachment. With these two wings, you will rise. A student is asking another question. Your words have touched my heart. I now see the comfort zone is not peace, but quiet bondage. And stepping into the unknown is no danger, but liberation. The Guru replies, well spoken. Remember always, you were not born to remain a bud. Life's purpose is to bloom fully, fearlessly, beautifully. So when the winds of change blow, do not resist them. Let them let them open your petals. Let them show the world the fragrance of your soul. And in every step, hear the whisper of the Gita. And in every step, hear HEAR, the whisper of the Gita. What is that? Rise, O Arjun, rise, O Arjun. This life is your battlefield, not to destroy, but to discover who you truly are. Now we come to the closing reflections for you. Comfort zone. is temporary protection, but no growth. Stepping into the unknown is path of courage, faith, and self-discovery. Fear is natural but must not govern action. Action without attachment is the secret to freedom. That is verse number 47 of chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gītā. Every struggle is a chance to unfold the divine potential within. What is true success? Is to live as your highest self, calm, courageous, compassionate, and free. Hari Om.